Yo, once again, we back again in the house here on center stage. All right, I'm here with my girl,
Lenin.
as your boy Ramon G. You don't know. We about to bring you a very phenomenal musician, you know, a role model, everything. We ain't gonna go too far.
We're taking it to church today, y'all.
Yes.
We're going to church. Hey.
In the house, we have Brent Hoyte, all right? So this is gonna be real exciting. Just stay tuned. For now, we're gonna give some love to the sponsors and we check out right back, okay? Straight into the half right after this.
Center Stage was sponsored by Yo Mama's Kitchen, Honorable Shireen Flax Charles, Frost Media Digital, Blacksmith Entertainment,
Kimeja by Jermaine Smith, Royal Roots Apparel, and Islander Swimwear Collection.
How does financial services benefit the BVI? It's been around for more than 3 decades before the World Wide Web and is now part of the everyday life of our islands. More than 2,200 people are directly employed in financial services, and another 3,000 jobs are supported indirectly. Jobs are corporate service providers, lawyers, insolvency, accounting, banking, insurance, regulators. That's almost 27% of the national workforce. Of those, more than 65% are BVI landers and belongers. What about restaurants, supermarkets, or shops? Well, 100% of people eat. So, they buy food. They buy swimsuits and shampoo and cars and power tools and plantains and fish and roti and pates. Financial services employees buy painkillers and lots of beer. Then there's electricity and dental floss and toilet paper and pretty much everything else. And everyone needs a roof over their heads and a place to do business, so we all rent or buy from a local landlord. Housing and office space alone means millions of dollars into the pockets of BVI families. At the end of the day, everyone benefits, including charities who receive thousands of dollars every year. And more than 60% of all government revenues come from fees paid by financial services. This money is spent on schools, roads, ports, scholarships, the environment, health, sports, children, youths, and the elderly. Financial services contributes more than $290 million to the BVI economy. That's more than 30% of all economic activity is driven by financial services. This creates thousands of jobs all across the islands, meaning more people have a way to earn a living. What does financial services do for the BVI? Let's just say it keeps our lights on. Financial services is everybody's business. So, come on, mind your business and let's not keep this to ourselves.
All right, guys, right now we have in a half, okay? In the house, we have the man himself. You don't know, you see it on online, Facebook, all of that, go fast boat. But we going church, you know what I mean? We going church, we got in the house, my boy, my brother from a whole nother situation. Brent Hoyte in the place, you don't know. Brent, it's such an honor to have you here with us. You know what I mean, on Center Stage. Welcome to Center Stage.
Thanks for having me, man. I feel like a big one on Center Stage, to be honest, man. It's like the whole energy, the whole vibe.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
I just that to be in company with, you know what I mean, great people, you know what I mean?
For sure. Respect. Likewise, you can use a force by yourself. And tell us who Brent Hoyte is.
But to be honest, Brent Hoyte is a man. You know what I mean? I'm a male, you know what I mean? You gotta make sure you're specific, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there who ain't know what it means, you know what I mean? But I know I'm a male, you know what I mean? I'm male, I'm a Christian, a family man.
There
you know
go.
what I mean? When everybody associate the name with Brent Hoyte, they normally think on like more or less music first.
Yes.
And then clunging around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they normally hear. But for me, I just like to be calm all the time. I like to be calm in a funny way, strange, Christian way. You know what I mean?
You know, I remember, if I could remember clearly, I remember that you had an opportunity to go to one of the big college music schools in the state. Like, tell us how that play out for you.
For me, honestly, this is my thing. I know. Keep in mind, the views that I have does not have any affiliation with Center Stage, because I want to make sure that's clear.
Disclaimer.
I personally feel college is a waste of time, right? I feel like it's a scam, and not a scam, but I feel like it's a money business. Understand? Just like how you have like scams out there, like, you know what I mean, like these very smart people to like get your money. I feel like college is like that, and I think we're so yeah, exactly. I feel like we're so brainwashed that we have to go to college. Like you have to get your education, bam, 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 and then you must go to to further education to get on a tertiary level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me personally, I didn't feel that. For me, I went to the high school, Emotional High School, and I mean, being around guys like Archon Borty, Kamau Judges,
yes.
Lincoln One, Andrew Bradwick, all these guys who've been around the world playing music.
Dream Team.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It's literally, they were teaching me what they learned from school. So my thing is like, I don't need to go college for my guys who are already here, who I believe in my locals, obviously. You know what I mean? These guys who I spend like nights at like just lacking, like just learning music. I personally wouldn't go overseas to learn what they already teach me. Me personally.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'd rather just take that money and invest in myself, to be honest.
There we go.
So that's the whole situation.
There we go.
With that. That's me.
There we go.
Keep in mind, this is not Center Stage views, and this is my views, Brent Hoyte views. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the whole Center Stage can agree. I agree because my journey was almost the same, you know, and that's you. Like I was just telling Lenin when we were backstage before we come on that my first experience of you was actually in a festival village. Imagine that. Yeah. Brent Hoyte in a festival village, Thief in a song check. You check Extreme or song check-in, but New Era band was in there, and I was back there doing my thing, and all of them guys don't tell me, son, I love how you do drum and thing. Like, imagine in that instance, he come there, he watching me drum, and I would have song checking, right, and this man started to play the keys, cause Bandura step off the stage, and this man went on the keyboard, and immediately my head do like, I say, hey, who that do there, man? They might say, son, that's Brent, that's Pastor Hoyte, son. You remember that?
I was so scared. I was so scared to be on that stage.
Scared?
Somebody would tell me, oh, God. I was scared.
Look, that was crazy for me because I said, I say, who that is? The man say, that's Brent. That's Brent Hoyte. And they're like, Brent, and the man say, look, that man in church though. I'm like, yeah, well, leave you right where he is, but listen, that's a bad man, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like, that man young in the ball. You hear that man playing? Like, I said, what school you went to? He said, Elmo Stock. I was like, I said, well, listen, that man there, we got to keep our eyes on him. And this is, this is the year 2009. You check, we sung a little dusty, but that's okay. You know, but this 2009, I heard this man the first time in person. You know, he younger than me, obviously, but that was crazy for me to see that. You know, you didn't even go to school and stuff, and your ability and the keys was so vast and such a young age. Like, you got so much further now, you know. And I just had to make sure the public know that this happened because I rat it. Mommy, you know you in there, but you know that was vibes, cause
that was nice, man. That was nice, man.
You actually influenced me to revisit my keys and things. You check,
nice,
and that it was just so influential. And to hear you say that, like I said, my view on the college thing is actually college ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
And certain things that we don't really need that to learn, to go there to learn, because I know a lot of people that went, and when they come back, they were actually backwards because they take away their creativity. Not saying that college is a bad thing, don't get us wrong, but it kind of kill people's creativity and the ability to learn. Some people have to, I just said this in another interview that we had before, some people have to be taught. And others just have that natural ability to advance themselves. Try to find other avenues, get into a trade school rather than going to college. You know, and it's all good still because you're developing an education.
Yeah, definitely.
So, from the master himself, like the Okiro call him the KRAKEN, you know, this man even went college to do music, and anybody who see him would actually be like, this dude went and you have a master's degree in music, period. Because you play everything.
The question, I would have swear to God, he had a master in sound engineering. Or something, you
know, ain't much people know that. Ain't much people know that about this man. So, like, with that being said too, like, I just tell you, I have a couple questions I want actually spark a little, because it's a conversation that I actually develop in the argument. But I want us to have a good conversation about, yes, this is a half. So we get into the other half of this thing, right?
No problem, man.
What inspired you to transition the praise and worship into, you know, our style? Because we don't call it our VI style.
Man, honestly, that's a really good question. And for me, the thing that makes everybody different in the whole entire world is its culture. You know what I mean? Like, Jamaica have their food that they eat. And you go down the Caribbean, like, everybody got the food that they eat. You know what I mean? Also, it's spongy and fish. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for us to be different and to more or less stand up to the world, we gotta do what we are accustomed to.
Be yourself.
You know what I mean? You gotta be yourself.
Be yourself.
We can't be something else. You know what I mean? And our culture is cowbell, Congo rhythm.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? That's our culture.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? Our culture in like rock and roll and R&B.
Yeah.
You know,
No
that's
pop, all of that.
it's impossible. You're a drummer, Ramon. The funniest thing to me is to hear a stage person play calypso.
Oh yeah, it don't sound so generic. It don't sound right.
It don't sound close.
No.
It don't sound authentic.
Authentic.
It sounds like you're forcing something.
Yes, ain't natural.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
I'm not forcing who I'm not. Understand?
Exactly.
Keep in mind, I can do more than one genre, but I have,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I have to embrace my roots.
Yeah.
My roots is rhythm, you know what I mean? Funky music, calypso, you know what I mean? The Caribbean. That's all heritage.
in our blood,
Exactly,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I had to make sure, you know, I can't put this here, yo, if he boring to me, you know,
Yeah.
way, just feel like, I gotta do something, you know what I mean? And the thing is, whether you want to believe it or not, music is something that brings people together. You know what I mean? Naturally, you know
Them
what I mean?
frequencies.
It brings people together.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, people need to understand, as I say, culture is a very serious part. You know what I mean? So I can never sing like a Cork Franklin or William McDowell, because that's their style. That's who they are. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't use that term that you could never song.
No, I mean,
guy, you built for that one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, God make us different, and that's why for me, I felt as though we had to bring our culture to the world in the gospel. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
the thing is, what people don't understand, gospel is the good news of Jesus Christ. Understand?
Exactly.
No, music is an organized song. I want to pay attention. I don't think I just want to do it, right?
Yes.
Music is an organized song. You know what I mean? So now, when you hear gospel music, now you're taking an organized song and preaching the good news of Jesus Christ.
The
So now
message.
that's why it's the message. So that's why gospel music has so many genres. So that's why gospel music ain't really a genre, you know.
No.
There's many genres in gospel music, like gospel
Yeah.
reggae, gospel rap, gospel
gospel
soca,
rock.
gospel rock, all these different genres in gospel music, you know what I mean? And we really have to understand that all this music comes from God. Understand? All this music comes from God, and we gotta be different. We gotta make ourselves different from everybody else. Understand? That's what makes us stick out as people, generally speaking. You know what I mean? It's our culture,
Right.
and our culture in music is, as I say, the Caribbean music is rhythm, reggae, all or something. That's all heritage. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Yeah, but that's my view, and that's my view.
And Hoyte, I mean, I'm getting to know you now, so this is, a question that I will ask. How did you come about your name?
Guys, that's Lenny question. She ain't happy unless she get an answer for that one.
Trust me, I get this question all the time, to be honest. The name Brent, where did it actually came from? You know what I mean? It's a good question. I can't blame it. It's a very good question. But I'm gonna say my parents. You know what I mean? My parents gave me that name, and that name actually means steep hill.
Steve Hill.
When I think of it, my sister's got good name. My sister's name is Gabriel. My like an angel.
You're right.
Carrie's name means Carrie Shalom Marie. It means peace or something. My name means steep hill.
A battle.
I don't know.
That's true.
I mean, but since we're on the topic of steep hills, let's be honest. You know what I mean? I can run hills really good right now. You know what I mean?
Facts, right. You're going down, man.
I'm in good shape. You know what I mean? And the thing is, what we have to understand is about Brent Hoyte right now. I mean, I love music,
Yeah.
But I get more into the fitness game.
No, facts, yeah, do your thing.
Ain't only
Do
one
your
with the guy
thing,
shut
ah.
down. I don't have to take out my shirt down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You do like 10 push-ups.
Yeah, I got to make sure I fill up the shirt there, you know what I mean? I got to make sure I fill up the shirt there, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
No games going on
You
there.
don't do.
Yeah.
So what's a typical day for you, Brent? I mean,
Typical
we
day.
know you have the family life, we know you have the music life. What's a typical day for you?
Typical day. Alright, so 6 o'clock I usually wake up.
Do some push-ups.
Yeah, before I get a push up, I'm missing my prayer, thank God for waking up in the
Yeah,
morning.
man.
Take a 30-minute jog, maybe like 3 miles. Come on.
3 miles?
Yeah, that's all. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing serious. You know what I mean? It's not over there.
Okay. Better believe it.
You know what I mean?
You can't walk.
So is 3 miles, come back home. Afterwards, take care of the baby. She's very tapped on me. So yeah, she what was I know? She take care of the baby. Then afterwards, drop her where she need to get dropped to. Come back home. Get ready to go to the studio.
Yeah.
Go to gym, eat. then come back down to teach kids. After teach kids, go pick up my daughter, drop her home, come back down in the studio, and then repeat it more or less.
Basically,
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Every day.
Almost every day, because I
More or
figured
less.
you do take time a weekend for you to stay with the family, go out.
Sunday's my
See?
half day. Sunday's my half day. Sunday's my half day.
So you're off there, as in you home, you chilling out.
No, Sundays when I go to church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go to church
Yeah.
Sunday. And ain't nothing, I don't know what that, but ain't nothing sweeter than a Sunday lunch and then you eat fast right
Trust me,
after.
I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know that for a fact.
And then I just relax and then get ready for the next day, prepare myself mentally for the next day.
Yeah, well, he leave, pieces of his Sunday, you check, because
Yeah, I mean-
right after you don't know we're going church with Brent, and this live, yeah, just speaking about that, like Brent, how we feel, like give a lot of people the experience of doing music full time.
Honestly, it's I can't explain it, to be honest. Though I don't think the word invented yet for me to actually see the word out there. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's just a really fulfilling feeling to me. You know what I mean? The thing is, let's be honest. At first, sometimes you be scared to like leave your government job and be like, you know what, you're doing music full time.
Yeah.
And then you start wondering, yo, I got a wife now. Why gonna really? I don't get money to support my wife and all these things. And you start questioning your ability and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, once you believe in yourself and you got good backing, you know what I mean? I had a really good backing. Drew, I always there. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Big up homegrown, you
all
don't
the time,
know.
every day, all day. You know what I mean? Literally telling me, yo, you gotta do something. You know? You gotta make sure you're working. You gotta make sure you keep busy. You know what I mean? So
Make sure you make
so
it
what you're
work.
doing now wouldn't count now, you know? You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
count
later on.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So once you always put in my mind, like, yo, you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing,
Yep.
and then you know, you more or less see your fruits of the looms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What would you say is like your biggest sacrifice up to date?
My biggest sacrifice, honestly, my biggest sacrifice and my biggest reward at the same time was leaving my job, to be honest. I mean, as much as I love my kids, you know what I mean? For me, my thing is I want to make an impact, you know what I mean? A bigger impact. And sometimes God might just allow you to move to certain places just so you could reach more and more respected, in that area, if that makes sense, in that area, you know what I mean? So my job was the biggest sacrifice to me in terms of like, yo, where you gonna get your steady income coming from, you know what I mean? I would say that was my biggest sacrifice. That's what I
Yeah,
would
the
say.
financial stability was the question mark up in the air. Yeah, that'll be it for most of us.
Yeah,
That
but
would be it
once
for
you keep
most of
going,
us.
man, and you pushing in that work there, man, trust me.
Yeah, the fruit's going to come.
I tell you,
The fruit's going to come.
consistency is key.
Wow, exactly.
And keys open doors. Hey, Drew, that's your horn. That's your horns.
Yeah, man. You
So
don't
who
know.
would you say, or what would you say is like your biggest muse?
Muse. Okay, that's a big word for me. What a word.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Tell me when college for the boys.
Yeah, you went college with them was there.
So, inspiration, I got so much from my childhood growing up. Dennis Rapset, Alton Borty, Ian Nathaniel, Andre Bradwick, Buckwheat. That's
Yeah, you don't know.
Mr. Williams,
Williams.
Lincoln Ward, Alton Borty, Raoul Sprav. It got so much there. Invaluable director.
Glasgow, yeah, man. Drex.
You name it, some of my
It
old
just-
teachers, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It just got so much, like, in terms of what they used to teach me in terms of like even like the business side of music, you know.
Yes,
And that's
yes.
something that most of we don't actually understand it, especially coming from the BVA, like the business side of it, you know.
Yes.
Cause let's be honest, yo, you got a lot of talented people there, so
A lot.
talented
Yep.
people there, like Antatola, like
Yep.
crazy. Just the business side, the sketchers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here it is that some people who already made the same mistakes, you know what I mean? They told me, like, yo, don't go through this road. Make sure
Right.
the T is crossed and your eyes dotted, you know what I mean? So much respect to those guys.
Yeah.
We got so much to name, but them is the main who more or less.
You literally just name a musical college
Man, trust
right
me.
here.
Each of
Man,
them
there's a whole
is
country.
In the no, you could learn something from each
Definitely.
one, and he even call half of them.
I can't
Like, you know, you
got
have so much more.
Text for Johnny got
Oh
got
gosh,
so much, got so much.
you know. So big up to all our musicians, our teachers. Even if you used to cut class, still big up teacher. You know how we so for sure. Respect, much love and respect, and thank you very much for our contributions.
Thank you.
And we gonna pass it down just like how you do it. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, Brent. So again, tell us, you know, this live thing? I know it's new to you, it's new to all of us, cause we never really used to go live and you know, and these things, having this camera all the time and...
Me ain't gonna self-lay, right? Me ain't gonna self-lay to you, man. I ain't gonna self-lay.
Tell me how nervous you was on the first one.
Mr. Let me tell you, right? When I say, I was expecting to at least 100 people or something.
Yeah,
at least.
man, you clear that.
And so when I went on, right, and I see people coming on, like in 2 minutes, I see 700 people.
Okay.
And me, I have no shoes, right? But if you're looking at live, right, I gotta take my shoes. I gotta take my shoes because I was so scared. And I see them coming on by the thousands.
Yeah, man. That was wild.
And the thing is, for me, right, I don't play with God at all. Like, I'm serious. I don't play with God. So for me, it come to a point like, yo, Brent, these people watching you, don't mess with them. In terms of like, don't mess with their mind or what I would say could affect them. Understand?
Right.
So literally a case of me where I had to make sure, Brent, make sure whatever you say is of God. You know what I mean? It was no time for no jokiness. You know?
Right.
It was a more serious platform, like to get everybody more or less like be encouraged by crazy, be encouraged by the word of God. You know what I mean? So for me, I when I'm after the first live, and then everybody literally in my inbox, right? My inbox alone, right? Because my people can ask me questions and what's on my inbox, right? But I got this thing called spam in your inbox, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I click spam, right? And I click spam, and you know Facebook put all them. It was like almost 300 plus people trying to message me like, yo, good job and all kind of stuff there, just to like, you know. It was so much people, and I make sure I take my time and answer everybody, you know, because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Answer everybody. And for me, when I sit there and I say, "Bye, Brent," this is something that people need, you know what I mean? After that season, everything's for season. When you understand seasons, you understand that, yo, it was for that season.
We needed that church life.
For the season, you know what I mean? So, that whole life, I mean, my following, like, double like the next week.
Yeah, practically overnight.
Don't make any sense.
Yeah, man, it's cool. But that's good because you feeding good material out, you know, and that's actually great. I admire that. You know, you even an artist, but you turn into one because that's just how it is. People actually looking forward to your platform and what you have to offer.
That's why I tell people, as I was saying, you know what I mean, consistency is the key. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
What I mean? But only know, you know what I mean, God put a situation where, I can see what you're doing, you know what I mean, being consistent and say like, everybody watching right now, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Once you're consistent, you know what I mean, and you're authentic, you gotta understand this, you know, people can tell if you're fake or not, you know.
There we go.
You know what I mean? If you're fake, nobody gonna mess with you. That's honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It only goes so far.
Yeah, and it should, like, you know what I mean? Even like if you talk about anybody, let's talk about that whole rap. Let's use Pat, my Pat. He ain't gonna probably talk about it. When he talking truth, he talking
real.
He ain't something like at the practices I want to do on TV.
Yeah.
It's happening in real life. It's what you do in real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a case where like, that's why people go relate to Pat because they go tell her like he real about what he talking.
Yeah.
See anyway, if I real about this they go base off of this. If you being fake, people go see like I ain't messing with you.
They pick up the energy one time.
Yeah, of course. That's what it is. You gotta be real.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be real.
Well, with your experience and thing and doing your music and how you been doing it, I know I had my days, but I gonna ask a funny little question now. How your mother them handle all this nice when you were younger? I know at first it'll be a lot of cookie pan and pat and you check.
I used to go, my mother pan them and
when you got boy child look out. Okay.
And the thing is why I really respect and thank God I know that when the situation, my father was a pastor.
Yeah.
So he had a church and he literally had my own practice room. If you check it out, I had the drums there. I could go to the church anytime I want.
Right.
And just practice.
That's a blessing.
And for me, when everybody else playing basketball and the court outside, I nailed playing drums or making noise in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? So everybody in the tongue me, but I apologize. To be honest, I apologize, you know what I mean? But it is for a reason. Yeah, everything's for a reason.
Well, they're loving it now, so.
Thank you. Yeah.
The noise was good, it turned into something. That's very, very good. We appreciate it, man.
Brent, I mean, it's an honor to have you here. We're going to definitely bring you back. But I mean, as usual, I always like to have all guests give all fans or your fans even a piece of advice. So what would you like to say to them?
Advice, I would say honestly, in everything you do, put God first. And and then everything is gonna fall into place. Just put God first, and then He'll align your whole life where you need to be.
You will light up the way for you.
Definitely.
Drop the mic right there.
Alright guys, so there you have it. We had Brent Hoyte here on our half. But right now we're going on to our next segment, which is Center Stage Top 10.
From your wake up this morning, you's a winner. Yeah. From your wake up this morning, you's a winner. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up.
Bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez, suavemente, bésame.
I already got the gun, and nothing can stop me now.
Have you ever been to Bush Chest Islands? Way down in the Virgin Islands. Have you ever had a Bush Chest? When she mash up your heart cause she worthless. Have you ever been to Bush Chest Islands? Way down in the Virgin Islands. Have you ever had a Bush Chest? Cause these girls just...
Oh, it's really been a long, lonely road. Lord, hold me close, my Holy Ghost. Oh, Mama lost her only son as a victim to the gun. This one.
But the truth don't think man I bluff. Right now I need you so much. When I reach home safely, I want you to put it on me. While you sitting pretty on it, sitting pretty on it. When I come home, baby, I want you to put it on me. While you sitting pretty on it, sitting pretty on it. When we all stand up in harmony, showing passion, for His place.
And if ever it comes to darkness,
I know we can lift up this place. This
Rush, come to say that I'm black energy way up to the sky. And I'm living my best life. No one can stop my shine. Energy way up.
Mr. Policeman in a unmarked car. Why you driving past me all so often far? Me have to wonder what you're really looking for. Me a music dealer, lyric murderer. Mr. Policeman in a unmarked car. Why you driving past me all so often far? Me have to wonder what you're really looking for. Me a music dealer, lyric murderer.
It's okay, my sweet little yellow skin girl, melanin girl. Girl, your body good, me love the way how it a curve. So you have to get picked right away. My sweet little yellow skin girl, melanin girl. If I you are the goal, me want play in your World Cup. You have to get picked right away. Just let me.
many youths them a waste them life away. The system not care, them a gone astray. Get to youth still a struggle with a lot of pain, wishing they could see the sun and no more rain. Many youths them a waste them life away. The system not care, them a gone astray. Get to youth still a struggle with a lot of pain, wishing they could see the sun.
Closer to me, ooh yeah. Under the influence, yeah, we mash. Cash defect turn up and it hot. You got the sweat running down me back. Love how you're grinding on me, don't stop. Your waistline rude, girl, you look good twisting like a screw. The way you're whining, not thinking one thing for true. All I want is you to come wind up and way. I don't care who I check.
I go a different way. I go a different way. I go a different way. Look at my different way. I smoke so good, fire blaze, I'd feel like me in the month of May. Do what you should, too many words I should not have to say. I feeling good, do not upset me, I did not come to play. Say you want service.
Alright guys, so that was our center stage top 10. But right now I'm gonna take it over to DJ LeFty, where he's waiting for us on our Mix Master segment.
LeFty is the baddest in the world.
While you're talking and talking and talking about me,
LeFty is the baddest in the world.
I'll be pressing on, doing my thing.
LeFty is the baddest in the world.
While you're talking and talking and talking about me, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please, don't touch me. Got to put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them they're right on me.
About where I come from, we party sun up to sundown. We live where tourist vacation. You haven't here yet, you should visit. My brothers and sisters, we chillin'. Beautiful women, bikinis. Close your eyes, imagine that with me. You can check me on the road. I'll be continuing the streets. Nobody hold me down.
Nobody, remember that. It's all about you, about yourself. It's you and God, man. Doing the same race, just a different pace. Let me go church, let me go church. Let me go church, let me go church.
Baddest in the world.
About where I come from, we party sun up to sundown. We live where tourist vacation. You haven't here yet, you should visit. My brothers and sisters, we chillin'. Beautiful women, bikinis.
At Jahphix Integrated Multimedia Solutions, we offer state-of-the-art in-house digital printing for all projects where fast turnaround and high quality is important. We will design, manufacture, and install the perfect sign, from full-color banners to electrical lighted signs and everything in between, including vehicle and window graphics. We also design and print funeral booklets, business cards, full-color posters and flyers, menus, brochures, catalogs, folders, and office stationery. We also offer black and white and full-color copying and binding of documents, and much more. Inquire about advertising on our billboards that have been strategically placed around Road Town to guarantee maximum exposure for our customers' businesses. Visit our office at Skelton Bay Lot, Fish Bay, Tortola. Telephone 284-340-1995 or email mail@jahphix.net for more information.
This show is sponsored by Yo Mama's Kitchen, Honorable Shireen Flax Charles, Frost Media Digital, Blacksmith Entertainment, and Kamasia by Jermaine Smith.
Hey guys, right now we know you'd have been enjoying the flaming hot box segment here on Center Stage, but we want to take a little time right now to just show some love and genuine appreciation for all our supporters, you know, coming from us here at Center Stage Live.
Yes, all our fans, everyone who's been interacting with us during our live segments, you know. all of those episodes that we put out, all of the love that you guys have been showing us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all of the comments, the shares, everything that you guys been doing to put us out there so we can continue doing what it is that we're doing here on Center Stage.
Yes, man. You know, the comment section been crazy. You know, you guys been having a party in the comments and stuff like that. And we really appreciate all the shares. Like, it's been going crazy so far. And just keep it up. We love it. The more you bring your content, the more we could put out and have you love it and enjoy and share to your fellow.
Definitely. Anything you want to see here, broadcasted on our Center Stage show, you can do so. Send it to us on centerstagevi@gmail.com or follow our social media, Facebook, JTV Channel 55 and Center Stage for all of our content, every single episode, every single live that we've got, guys. Just go ahead and follow both social medias on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And also, guys, don't forget we have our promotional packages here on Center Stage where you can have your photo shoots professionally done. You can have your visuals on Center Stage Live, your live performance, you in your element, recorded professionally here on Center Stage. All right, hit us up at centerstagevi@gmail.com so we could get all the information to you and figure out which package you want to choose so we could get this thing rolling. All right, so that's all we have for today. We'll be back real soon. We have crazy content coming your way, hot new artists coming your way. We have businesses, entrepreneurs, we have the whole nine. All right, so just stay tuned, keep it locked. Much love and respect again to all the followers, the fans, the friends, the family, the Center Stage family. All right, it's your boy Ramon G
and your girl Lenin.
Love and respect. We out. Next time. Peace.